Today, we're facing the legal truth. For example, how do you know what's normal and what's not in a prenuptial agreement? Check this out. What's love got to do with it? Not a lot, it seems, when it comes to a 32-year-old New York bride-to-be and her unusual prenuptial agreement. She was so confused by what was included that she went straight to the internet for advice, writing, "My fiance puts a few odd clauses in our prenup, such as an infidelity clause, so if I cheat on him, I walk away with basically nothing. Along with that, he put in a clause that stated that I have to lose any weight I gain after childbirth, at least 30 pounds of it in the first year following childbirth. The oddest of them all to me is the compensation for children clause. My fiance mentioned that for every child I have for him, I get a chunk of money, which to me doesn't sound legal, but maybe it is." Truth team, what say you?
Well, you need to really understand that for a prenuptial, you both have to agree to what you're signing.
Right.
Personally, I wouldn't have signed it because of the clause about losing the weight. So if I have a dispute about that, obviously I'm negotiating it. But anything as it relates to what you're bringing into the marriage, like if I'm, have $3 million and I'm getting married, you're not getting that. That's my money. That could go in.
Okay. What was disturbing to me about this story is apparently this young lady's lawyer, or was using the lawyer that's her soon-to-be husband's father. So I'm worried about, coercion and the balance of power, because a contract should be negotiated between two parties that are equal. It shouldn't be your father-in-law. And let's face it, these are contracts. That's what these are contracts. You should have your own attorney. But these fidelity or infidelity clauses have become very popular.
Have they really?
And they're upheld by some courts, which basically say if you cheat on me and I find out, then I can withhold money from you that you would otherwise be entitled to in the breakup of this marriage.
But don't you think it's a bad start that if you're writing an infidelity clause from Jump Street, maybe y'all shouldn't be getting married? That if you're already
Thank you, Vivica. Yes, I think that's a weird, bad omen for the marriage in some ways. It's like an expectation that you're creating. Can I ask you a personal question, Areva?
Yes.
You can choose not to answer.
Yes.
You can take the fifth.
No, go ahead.
Do you guys have a prenup, you and your husband?
We don't, but we would if I had married at a different point in my life. We got married. We had both just graduated from law school. We were both dead broke. We were bringing nothing to the marriage. So we didn't. But now, knowing what I know and having practiced law for a long time, I encourage people, get over this myth that prenups are only for the super wealthy, because that's not true. I think anyone that makes more money than their spouse. If you make less money than your spouse, that's another reason to have a prenup. If your spouse had children from a prior relationship, that would be a reason too. You own property, you own a business, you're expecting a big inheritance. Those are, common sense reasons to have a prenup. And then you can have a postnup. Let's say you don't do this when you
postnup?
Yeah. So my husband and I, 10 years
I know
in.
we just got married, but come here, I need to holler at you, man.
I was broke, but now I'm making some money. I'm looking at my bank account, it's growing. We need to sit down and have a conversation. So you can enter into this agreement even after you're married, and it's recognized just like a prenuptial agreement.